Hey, this is Mike Swanson. I run the website WallStreetWindow.com. And what I want to do in this video is give a shout out to people who do local news and produce content through video and encourage them to start to think about doing it on YouTube or doing more on YouTube because YouTube has been not been friendly, I would put it that way, to local news. Um, and I'm going to show you some examples of that. And in this video, talk about why I think that's going to change and why it's actually going to become a great opportunity. On Facebook, videos do very well, but they don't do so, local news type videos, but they don't do so well on YouTube. And I'm going to show you a change, something you need to do to get your videos to work well too. But my website, Wall Street Window, it's been around for almost 20 years, and it's been primarily a financial website during that time. But a year and a half ago, I started to do posts about local news issues that I was interested in, and and uh, and I've been doing videos on YouTube before Google ever bought them about the stock market. So I closely have followed what's going on there and tried to see what people are doing locally. In but so that's my story. So here's the thing to do. I want to tell you first first let me show you this. Gotta share my screen. And here's WFXR, the news station. And notice how few views they're getting for their videos. One, two, one. So, and I'll look at places over the past year, such as I'm going to type in Martinsville, Virginia as example. And typically, these are the videos of the past 10 days. And typically, what I would see are Sunday church videos that would get some views and no local news from the local news stations. Um, and then, and I've been looking in Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and it's the same thing. Danville, the same thing. There would be a real estate guy that would start to do some videos, and it would appear they wouldn't get the results they wanted, and then they would stop. And some random stuff would appear, but nothing, very rarely would get a ton of views. But I think that's going to change. It may not change overnight, but I think it's going to change in the next 12 months. I know how big Facebook has been for local stuff, but look, I gotta tell you, on the traffic, I've done a few local news articles on my website, and I get more traffic outside of that's not from Facebook, than the Facebook traffic is like a third of the traffic I get to my website for these articles. And ironically, for the stock market stuff, I have a very difficult time getting many views on Facebook, but I get a lot of views on YouTube. So I have the opposite problem. That's how that's what YouTube seems like. It's been like, oh, local news difficult, but these big topics or the TV shows, the stock market, whatever hobbies people got, there you can get big. And in fact, there's a lady, I think near Milton, who's got a farm, and she has a mass following on YouTube and is getting, like, I'm not kidding, 100,000 views. Now, I'm not saying you can get 100,000 views on local news, but I think over the next year, you can get maybe 1,000 regularly. Maybe we'll get to that in Southside Virginia. So the first thing you got to do or know is that when you put videos up on YouTube, there's two things they're looking for. And the first one is tags. So this is a video I'm getting ready to upload in a few minutes. And I put a title in the description of the video in here. It's about homes in Danville. Now, I've tagged the video too. So when you go down here, you got these tags. And this is critical to do. And I've looked at different videos some people have done in the past month for Danville, and some of the people aren't tagging the videos. Um, and they need to do that. So what is going on is when people look at videos on YouTube, if those videos are tagged, they'll identify the tag with the person. They'll say, okay, this person wants to see videos of that tag on them. So for example, the stock market. If I do a video about the stock market, I tag it, and this person's watching other videos that got that tag, then YouTube, there's a greater chance they'll show my stock market video than if I don't have it tagged. Now, even if I do a video about the stock market, so it's critical to tag them. Now, what I've been doing is tagging it with the name of my website and then the topic I'm talking about, real estate in this case. And then because it's about Danville, Virginia, and then VA, then Danville, Virginia, the Virginia spelled out. And I'm also doing Southside Virginia and Southside VA because I really believe that the news in Danville, the people in Martinsville could be interested in it. The people in Henry County and all of Southside could be interested in Danville. And if they're not now, they're gonna be when the casino comes. And I'll be talking about that in a few minutes. So the second thing you want to do is they have a thing for location, and that's the location. So these are simple steps, really critical. And look, a lot of people are already doing videos and putting them on Facebook locally, and more people are doing it. And if they would move, I think there's an opportunity for them to move and do it here and just tag the videos. And I know, I believe, I shouldn't say no, but I believe people are kind of hesitant to do it because they see how low the views are for something like TV stations. I mean, this is terrible. One view. You know, you don't want to put you're afraid if you put a video up and you only get one view on it, it makes it look like no one's following what you're doing. So I got a belief, though, that if several of us start putting videos on YouTube and tagging them, that we will actually build an audience of people that want to see the videos. And more people are using YouTube. There's actually more people using YouTube than Facebook. And I'm not trying to say Facebook's bad or anything. It's just the way it is. But it hasn't worked for local news yet or local videos. And I saw a stat that I mean, I still got cable, but the number of people streaming is going up, and people are cutting their cords. So YouTube is like growing; it's not shrinking. And younger people use YouTube more than they do Facebook. Now, YouTube just did something new too that is going to make it even more important in my view. And they introduced something they've called shorts. And these are videos that look like this. They're really designed for cell phones. They're small videos, only less than a minute long. And they're really, I don't use TikTok, but from my understanding, they are YouTube's answer to TikTok. This is like exactly what TikTok videos are. And the statistics, the results supposedly they're getting is this is working really great. And I don't, like I said, I don't have TikTok, don't use it. But if I look at YouTube on my phone, what I see is a couple normal YouTube videos, like one or two normal YouTube videos, and then these shorts appear. And these shorts are like, you know, they're designed to be sort of addictive. You just scroll through them, you watch a quick video,
okay,
and then you just keep looking, and you can see the sort of videos that YouTube thinks their algorithm thinks.
Everyone, what the deal is looking
Shut
at on
up.
the blackjack table? Let's find out.
You know, they obviously think I'm interested in casinos,
It means we definitely have black.
and they think I'm interested in casinos and these TV shows. So here's the other thing that I think is going to help. So the key is it's about developing an audience. And for whatever reason, YouTube has not been able to identify an audience for local news. At least that's the way it seemed. And I've noticed the same thing is going on in Greensboro, Lynchburg. I even typed in Atlanta, and the local videos haven't taken off. But there's a couple places they have. And that's why I think the future looks bright for Danville. The shorts is going to help because that's going to draw young people, and there are and more people making videos actually, because a young person could do, they're doing TikTok, well, they can do a YouTube video about something they've seen, something they ate at a restaurant or whatever it is. So what I've noticed is this, and this I've seen the same thing in Greensboro. I'm using Martinsville as an example. Over the past year and a half, if I type Martinsville, Virginia, the search engine search results, look at the videos of the past 10 days, typically this is what I'd see. A bunch of Sunday search services getting, 100, 200 views, and really no local news at all. The news stations aren't really doing much in Martinsville and Danville. And then some sports stuff, a bunch of real estate listings being put up. And sometimes I'll see a real estate agent. And now this guy's getting more traction, but before I saw him, I have seen several real estate agents in Danville, Martinsville, Greensboro, that would do a couple videos and then they wouldn't get a lot of views. They just disappear. And this is what I've been seeing, but I think this is going to change. I think people are going to get more traction, and because I think an audience is actually going to develop thanks to the shorts, and then thanks to the casino, because this is what's going to happen. Watch this. We'll watch. I'll think of a city, Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia. So, and I'll just look videos of the past week. What do we see? 29 views, 41 views. Now this got 2,000 views because it's a fighting thing. 17. Where's the local news? Where is it? Why aren't the local news? I mean, Richmond's got to have a TV station. Here they are, 73 views. Not a whole lot, right? 14 views. Here's a guy. Here's a real estate guy, 300. Here's a house being listed, 3,000. Church, but really, there aren't like, thousands and thousands of views going on in these videos. Here's a guy talking about Richmond traffic, but the views aren't massive. I just say that, this is typical, and this is a major city. So it's not like, oh, this is Martinsville, no one's watching videos, this is Danville. No, this is a big city. And I just think there hasn't been an audience developed, but the shorts will start the development of the audience. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a month. It could take 6 months. It could take 12. I don't know. But the casino is going to make things explode. So watch this. If I type Las Vegas, the TV news gets 11,000 views, 43,000 views a day ago, 5,000 views. 3,000 views 10 hours ago, 2,000 views, 348 views, 1,000, 1,000, 3,000, 3,000, 2,000. Now, Las Vegas, I think it's about the same size as Richmond. What's going on? Tourism. You see, the tourists are typing Las Vegas in the search engine. They're an audience, and they're helping.
Forget your expensive electric.
Sorry about that. They're helping. They're generating, by them being an audience of searchers. It's creating like a dynamic where even the locals, are getting more exposure to these videos. The YouTube is showing Las Vegas videos to people where they're not doing that elsewhere, and these tourists are helping generate that whole process by typing it in the search results. That's where the search factor comes in. The tags are critical. The search is the second critical factor. A lot of people are typing in Las Vegas, and when the casino comes to Danville, a lot of people are going to start typing in Danville because they're going to want to see stuff about the casino. And in the process of doing that, they're going to be looking at the other videos are going to pop up about real estate. Businesses are going to be posting videos, and hopefully news people will get encouraged to start to put videos up. So this is something to think about, I think, for business people in Danville, not just news organizations or bloggers such as myself, but restaurants. This is a portal to talk to people for free. And I think it's going to, I don't think it's really even started to pick up, but I think it will. So those are my thoughts. Look, if you want to give me feedback about these things I'm talking about, go to my website, WallStreetWindow.com, and hit the contact us button and just drop me a message and I'll get back with you. And look, subscribe to this YouTube video and you'll see the next one I put up too.